Dr. Andy here today. Today I want to talk about shoulder stability. In our last video we talked about the importance of stability before you build on strength. If you have really powerful and a lot of strength in through your shoulders, that's fantastic. It means you can pick up a lot of heavy things and maybe throw them overhead, right? But if you are not able to control that movement, if you're not able to set that humeral head, the shoulder head, into that socket and keep it there, well then the next time you throw a 100-mile-an-hour fastball, you might rip something in there. You might cause an injury. Okay, so without stability, you've got nothing, okay? Today, I just want to run through a couple of quick shoulder stability exercises, all right? And really what you need to do is just strengthen and move in the range of motion of that joint. So if we're talking the knee, we're talking extension and flexion, being able to get that heel up to your butt and bring it straight. The shoulder is a lot more complex, right? It has a lot more range of motion, a lot more directions that it can move. And the reason is it is a ball and socket joint, all right? So that ball and that socket allows for a lot of movement as opposed to the knee, which just goes in two. Okay, so if you're thinking about the shoulder, you need to think about every direction that shoulder can move through. It can move through external rotation, internal rotation, flexion, extension. This is called abduction, bringing it out to the side and all the way up over your head. And then adduction, think like adding it back to your body, adduction, okay? And you need to move it in all of those directions. All right, the best thing you can do is get yourself an exercise band. At home, you can do a couple things. You can tie it around like a bedpost, or you can make a huge knot and put it in a door and close the door, and that knot on the other side will prevent the band from coming out and hopefully not hitting you in the face, right? And then you're just going to grab a hold of that band and then move it in all of those directions, right? So we just went through external rotation, internal rotation, flexion, extension, abduction, and adduction. I'll just show you a quick two of them, right? It's a little too high. The best place would be right here at the height of your elbow, okay? So unfortunately mine's a little too high. But you're gonna grab that exercise band and then pull it in, all right? This would be working on internal rotation, right? Best way to do it is face your shoulder at the wall or at the band, get some nice tight resistance, and then bring it in. Now, external rotation, let's grab the other arm because otherwise I would be turning around and you wouldn't be able to see me. Imagine that is down here at the level of the elbow, okay? Rather than my hand holding it here. And you would pull it out here and then externally rotate, okay? Each one like 10 times twice a day, right? So it gets kind of easier from there. If you want to think about extension, you're going to grab it up high and pull it down. If you're thinking, flexion, you have it down low and you pull it up high, right? And then each one of those specific movements. So what you're trying to do is you're trying to discover what are the different directions that the joint can move through. The shoulder would be those 6 motions, right? And then you work on moving through those motions with resistance. The best thing you can do is grab an exercise band. And as you move through those repetitively, controlling the movement, meaning don't go wild with the shoulder. Keep that shoulder nice locked up. Keep your elbow usually locked into your side if you're doing external and internal rotation. Or keep that elbow locked out if you're doing the other motions, okay? And then you're really just moving through those directions, controlling that shoulder joint, and that is going to build shoulder stability. So the next time that you do overhead squats or you throw a 100-mile-an-hour fastball, you're not looking at hurting your shoulders. All right, if you have any questions, send them my way. Always remember to live with passion, not pain.